Welcome, Virgo. This is your monthly focus for June 2016. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly. And before we get to your energy, let me take a moment to thank you for the positive, loving, supportive energy that you send my way each and every day. Um, Thank you so, so much. Now let's get to you. We start with the Magician. Expect magic to come in this month. Absolutely. We can't start with the Magician without expecting the magic to unfold before our very eyes as the month progresses. Now, be careful. The Magician is also the illusionist. So we really need to think things through, especially when certain things come into our focus, that we are not being disillusioned in some way. Okay, remember the magic trick for what it is. Okay, we know that it was a trick, but how did they do it? Now, but I really think with the other cards here that this is a very positive energy for you. I wanted to throw out the disillusion, so that you are prepared to really, think things through. If it seems better than it should be, then maybe your intuition, maybe your higher wisdom is saying it's a trick. Pay attention to everything. But I think the magic is going to unfold here for you. Absolutely. Now, we do have the Queen of Swords crossed over by the Eight of Wands. So this is opportunities coming in, opportunities for you to step forward into your dreams, to grow your dreams, to grow your ambitions, to grow your goals, to go forward in the right directions, and opportunities coming in to allow that. Now, the worst thing you can do for yourself right now is to be too much of the visionary, too much far forward, fast forward into success. Okay, to expect it all today, or just, zeroing in on the end result. Okay, to know that it's going to take time, to have the patience, to stay in the now. To experience the now is to see the opportunities that lay before you right now. If you are looking so far forward as the end goal, you might miss the little stepping stones that are given to you right now in order to go forward with a strength, with an empowerment. So we really want to pay attention to the things that happen in our immediate surroundings and how it can help us go forward and how it can build our path to a bright and beautiful future. Absolutely. We have the Queen of Pentacles, so you are feeling strong. And you know what? Pay attention to your thoughts. Okay, the sky is electrified here, or at least I see it as the sky being electrified here. So your thoughts, your positive energy, your positive thoughts are going to bring you into even a more determined, self-confident projection of where you are going, where you are now, and where you are going into the future. Be careful of spending here, okay, because we hold that coin with a confidence, which means that where we put our money is where we get value back for our money. So we don't want to be footloose and fancy free when it comes to spending when this card shows up. We do want to keep track of our thoughts. This would be a beautiful month to keep track, journal our thoughts. Okay, because your thoughts can lead to new opportunities, new ways of doing things, new perceptions, new understandings. I want to go back to the Magician and the Eight of Wands being crossed over there, because this is new opportunities coming in, and this is the magic. Okay, so, when new opportunities present themselves, don't just dismiss them because they're not fitting into that plan that you foresee, that goal, that end goal that you desire. Okay, because it could be an enigma. It could be a mystery wrapped up within a reason. So you want to look at all opportunities that are given to you this month. And they may not seem that spectacular at the moment until you think about them, until you think of what it can mean for you going forward. So I didn't want to leave that out, and it came to me as I was holding up the Queen of Pentacles there. For our underlying energy, we have the Three of Wands. We stand on the brink of our tomorrow. We stand on brand new paths to go forward in, the abundance. And we are firmly planted, so we know what we want. We know where we want to go. We know what we want to step into. And that path does lay right before you. And this is the unconscious energy. This is the underlying energy. So you may not even understand that you are standing on the brink of your tomorrow. So if you are feeling off balance, go with the flow as much as possible. Because the universe, God, your angels, your spirit guides are definitely setting you up into the beginning of the path. So that you can go forward. So don't overanalyze too much of what is happening in your life at this very moment. But to go with the flow. To have a belief and a faith in God, your angels, your spirit guides, the universe. To have that faith in yourself. We have, for our overriding energy, the Nine of Pentacles, which is your new day dawning. Now, with this card, I know that you are very spiritually connected this month, so it is a time to get those affirmations up. Journal as much as possible. One thought may not seem like very much, but when you put all your thoughts together and you start reading them, they start to connect with each other. They start to make a world of sense to you in ways, in layers that you never dreamed possible before. This is really tapping into your higher wisdom. This is understanding that the path that you walked gave you wisdom to go forward with a strength, with a purpose. And then we have the Empress, which is a brand new path, creative, beautiful beginnings. So expect that this month, especially as we go around mid-month here. Or it could have something to do with either the new moon or the full moon. I would think more the full moon than the new moon. Towards the end of the month, towards mid-month, you start to see this creative path open up to you. Now, it could be within relationships, it could be within the community, it could be at work, it could be within yourself. But this is new beginnings, new paths. And the Empress, she's one who has a plan. And the plan is based on love, of joy, of celebration, of stepping into the true you, using your creativity, using your talents, your gifts to step onto this new path. And it's very fertile energy. So like I said at the beginning of the reading with the Eight of Wands and the Magician together, the opportunity might not seem like a lot when it first is presented to you. However it is presented to you, it might be only a thought. It could come straight from God, your angels, your spirit guides, the universe. Right to you in a thought. That's why it's so important to journal it, to write it down, because you may recognize it upon reading it a week later rather than pondering it at the moment. So see the beauty in who you are, the joy that you want to step into, the happiness you want to step into. Believe that it's possible. Absolutely. We have the King of Pentacles. So where does that security come from that you are building? It comes from your new thoughts. It comes from your ideas. So once again, it's your thoughts. That's very strong in this reading for you. It's tapping into your thoughts, making sense of your thoughts. And the best way to do that is journaling, is writing them down. Your thoughts, and then reading it over. Reading it over in a week, reading it over in a month. And seeing the connection of your thoughts. Your new ideas, your new ways of thinking, your new perceptions. And that is where the security comes in. That's where the well-being comes in. That's where the wealth, abundance comes in. How other people see you? Well, other people are going to see you as the Chariot. Now, some people are going to think it's time that you rip those blinders off and face reality. So there might be somebody just trying to knock common sense into you, Um, you know, I would kind of ignore them if I were you. Some people are going to see you really focused on your path forward of what you need to do. This could be a month where people are going to ask you to do things and you are going to outright refuse to do them. It's about your path forward. It's about you holding the reins to your future. And so this isn't probably a good month for other people to ask favors of you, because I don't think you're going to be as willing to be helpful as it is being helpful for yourself. And like I said, some people are going to think that you really need to rip off the blinders, that you're living some kind of fairy tale thoughts in your head, and they're going to throw some common sense your way. And it's their common sense, it's not your common sense, okay? It's their impression, it's not your impression. So, you know, take it with a grain of salt. They might actually say something that opens up your thought pattern even more to what you can accomplish and what you can do. But know your path. Know why you are doing what you are doing. And don't let naysayers pull you off the path or try and slap you full of reality that is only their reality and not yours in the first place. As we go towards the end of the month and into July, we start with the Knight of Cups. So if you are looking for love in your life, there is passion to be had. Absolutely. This could be the passion of your dreams, your desires awakening inside of you. Absolutely. It's coupled with the World card and the Ace of Swords. So this is where you get those intuitive moments, those ahas, those epiphanies. So maybe it's through your journaling and rereading. Also, with the World card, there's some things that are left undone that really need to be, you know, tying up loose ends before we can actually move forward. So it might be those conversations, it might getting those naysayers off your back. It may have to do with having conversations to get them to understand where you are and where you are going, regardless if they are going to support you or not. It's clearing the air. It's releasing unwanted baggage. But with the Ace of Swords, it's all about those epiphanies. It's all about the new action plan. It's all about the new beginnings. For love relationships, we have the Seven of Wands. And this is a really strong declaration of what you need within a relationship. The security you need, the love you need to feel, the passion you want to show, the sensuality you want to feel, what is needed in a relationship, what is not needed in a relationship. You have a strong voice when it comes to your relationships this month, and making declarations, maybe only to yourself, maybe to your partner, of what is really needed going forward, of what you need to expect from them, of what they can expect from you. If you're looking for love, you know, there's all kinds of beautiful energy here. Well, of course, the Magician is your very first card. New day dawning. We have the Knight of Cups. We have an Ace. So definitely. And if you're looking for deepening a relationship, I would think of spirituality. Okay? By growing together in your spirituality. Maybe it's by meditating together. Maybe it's just a long walk in nature, holding hands. And we'll get to your spirituality, but the Lovers is in your spirituality. So deepening relationships can be made through spirituality. Maybe it's going to a house of worship together. So, you know, you have to play that out for your own particular path, but this is really about you making a declaration of what is needed and not needed within a relationship going forward, and having a voice and having a strength of voice. For job, money, finances, career, we have the Eight of Cups. So things are changing in your life, not necessarily for the good, not necessarily for the bad, although I think it is for the good. It is making you stronger independently, realizing your talents, your creativity, walking towards your dreams, your desires. But in order to do that, things have to change in the wake, right? Now, the easiest way I can describe this card is a child that grows to adulthood and is leaving the parental nest, leaving the parental home. And so they are going forward to be their own person, to go after their dreams, their desires. But in doing that, the family home, the parental nest, changes. It doesn't disappear, but it changes. It changes in security, in guidance, in love that the person takes away from that. So this could be where you change jobs. This could be where you get a promotion, and so you are changing floors, departments. This could be you looking at creating a career on the side of your regular employment. This could be you using your money in a different way and utilizing it in a different way in order to see abundance down the road, security down the road, independence down the road. For spirituality, we have the Lovers. So yes, through spirituality, we can grow our relationships deeper and stronger. Absolutely. We want to use meditation. We want to use prayer. We want to use the alone time with ourselves and our thoughts to grow the strength of our dreams, of our desires, to really attach ourselves. You know, when so many people talk about like The Secret and stuff, and giving up your wishes and your hopes and your dreams to the universe, to God, your angels, your spirit guides, and that it will just manifest. And it's not really the words that do it, it's the emotion that does it. It's the, you know, if you want a new house and you're imagining that new house, it's not, you know, that I want the hardwood flooring and the green walls, and I want a plant over here, and I want this kind of furniture, and, you know, I want the kitchen to look like this. It's that feeling of joy, of happiness, of contentment, of that feeling of love that is going to fill that house. That is what's going to materialize it in your life. It's the feeling. It's embracing the feeling, the love center of whatever you want to manifest in your future. So this is really attaching yourself to the emotion to bring it into existence, to raise the vibration of it coming towards you. So don't necessarily, if you are, you know, doing affirmations and you are trying to give things up to God, the universe, your angels, your spirit guides, don't worry so much about what the picture looks like in your head, but rather the heart center, the emotion that you feel because you have obtained whatever you desire, whatever you want. And you'll be amazed at the energy that produces around you, the vibration it produces around you. For health, well-being, we have the Five of Pentacles. This could really feel like you don't have the energy, you don't feel well, you don't have the drive, you don't have the determination. This is not feeling like getting out of bed and then you don't. This is hiding under the covers. This is hoping the day just goes by and nobody notices you're missing. This is just feeling under the weather. Now, in saying that, you sit in front of this door of well-being, this door of happiness. You have to get up. You have to get dressed. In fact, you need to put more energy into it because you're feeling the exact opposite. So when you're not, usually I say if you're feeling like you need to unplug and recharge, you should. In this case, it's the exact opposite. You need to push yourself into doing, into being, into becoming this month. You have to muster up that energy. You have to be brave. You have to be courageous. You have to make a declaration that today is going to be the day that you start to manifest your dreams. That you are going forward with the strength. That each day is better than the last. And it comes from a very conscious determination this month. Because this is a month where you could actually go into hiding. That you have the pity party for yourself. That you don't feel like you have the energy, so you're just not going to even try. Now, I'm telling you that if you push yourself, you're going to feel that energy come into being. But this is very much a card of feeling like life is passing you by, like feeling like you're not going to get anywhere, like letting in those negative emotions. And I tell you, they will run so freely through your veins if you allow it this month. So you really need to make a conscious effort, a conscious energy to turn that negative energy into positive energy. Get dressed when you don't feel like it. Jump into the shower. Get on some clean clothes. Go for an invigorating walk to get that blood pumping, that heart pumping. And face life head on. And you will be the better for it. So until we meet again, remember, I do love you.